their Blue Devils to go to work. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Duke Blue Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Blue Devils offense takes the field for the first time today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Handoff from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Can anyone catch him? The tag! Touchdown, Blue Devils! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So NC State's offense will have its first possession of the game. This is just a great... Watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. From the gun, give on the inside. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. There's a live football. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Lining up to convert third down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. NC State quick to the line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Now the play fake. Throwing right. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. He wants to throw. Finds his tight end. Dances away again. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Now the toss. Turns it on in midfield. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
The Blue Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback adapted. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Duke.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Coming after it. He's going to run it. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the returner will be brought down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Now on 2nd down. Trying play action. Stands in and takes the hit. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. A dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route. The quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with his receiver on that.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. And after the interception return, he... The 32-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. He'll take a shot. To the end zone and is picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty and it's a turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game.
You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Man, tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
On the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets it out fast. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to South Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. It's complete. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. With the catch, it's Robertson. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball there.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Going deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. It's complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Jones. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Looking for a deep man. It's complete. A huge pickup. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field.
That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. He'll keep it himself. Twist his way through. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to keep moving. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Pocket starts to collapse. And to get rid of it quickly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. He'll do it himself. Looks as if NC State has a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And off to Jones. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today. This one from 34 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. On the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
Pulls and fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 3rd down, going up top. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, going to the air. And it's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Offense getting set for 1st down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right. And then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Running it back, it's Wells. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll run the option. Push down for the tackle. The Blue Devils want to move quickly. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. And the Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. On the option. Quick toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense in the hurry-up. The option look. Now the pitch. Still on his feet at the 45. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they'll drag him down after a good return up.
By NC State.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games, and that guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Gets rid of it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. Tackle is made after the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down, looking for more. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. The RPO, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Offense gets set for second down. They'll run it from the gun. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. He'll pitch it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll throw it on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. After the big first down sack, it's second down. Dropping back, it's Bailey. He's got it down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the gun, the ground game. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
It's a 1-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Handoff from the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On the ground, it's Boyd. And the ball's on the ground. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He makes a grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Whoa, look at the sticky Velcro-esque fingers. He's got it for a touchdown, and now they need the 2, and we'll be all tied up.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
35 seconds remaining. They'll line up for the onside kick to try to pull this thing out. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
Feeling some heat. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.